Well, greetings to all of our friends at Azura. I hope you're doing well today. I'm going to share a book today that's called Ronnie Wilson's Gift. And it's written by Francis Chan, and it's illustrated by Jim Madsen. So let's see what Ronnie Wilson's gift actually may be. Little Ronnie Wilson's jaw dropped in amazement. It was the first time he'd heard the real reason Jesus came to earth such a long time ago. He did that for us, and that's amazing. Then an exciting idea popped into Johnny's mind. Jesus gave an awesome gift, so I want to give a present to him too. Here we have all the kids sitting in their Sunday school class learning from their teacher. And of course, if you look at that picture, that's the manger scene from Jesus' birth at Christmas. When Ronnie got home, he tried to think of the perfect present for Jesus. What do you think the perfect present might be? His teddy bear? Well, that was kind of old and falling apart. You can see it's pretty well worn. His piggy bank. Well, that only had $6.47 in it. That didn't really amount to much. Then Ronnie saw his baseball glove on the bookshelf. It was signed by his Uncle Jack, who was a player in the big leagues. Ronnie loved his glove more than anything else that he owned. He thought to himself, Jesus gave me the greatest gift of all. So I want to give Jesus back something, the greatest gift I can give. So Ronnie grabbed his glove and raced on his bike to the post office. And here he is, going up the steps to the front door. How much will it cost to mail this to heaven? I only have $6.47, Ronnie explained. The mailman answered, I'm sorry, Ronnie, but we can't deliver mail to heaven. We have no way to get it there. Okay, well, thanks anyway, Ronnie said, and walked out the door. Ronnie rode home on his bike, thinking of different ways his baseball glove could help Jesus, when he nearly ran right into a man shuffling down the sidewalk. Oh, sorry, sir. That's okay, son. The man smiled just a little bit, and Ronnie heard his tummy grumbling. See, we have an awful thin man here, don't we? Who looks like maybe he's kind of down and out a bit. Have you had lunch today? Ronnie asked the man. The man shook his head no. And Ronnie thought maybe he didn't have enough money to buy lunch, so Ronnie shook his piggy bank until some coins came out. Ronnie gave the money to the man, and they used it to buy a hot dog with all the works. I like hot dogs with all the works. And see here he's putting on ketchup, and I see mustard, and I see pickle relish. All good things put on a hot dog. Later, Ronnie went out to his backyard to jump on the trampoline. He jumped as high as he could. In fact, he jumped so high that his next door neighbor, Jesse, saw him. "What are you doing?" Jesse asked. "I'm trying to jump to heaven so I can give my baseball glove to Jesus." "Do you want to jump with me?" Ronnie asked. Jesse said, "Sure." So Jesse and Ronnie didn't jump high enough, though, to make it to heaven, but they had a good time trying. At the carnival the next day, Ronnie bought a giant balloon with the rest of his money, and he tied it to the baseball glove so the balloon could maybe go up to Jesus. Just as he was about to let go of the balloon and let it fly to heaven, he heard a little girl crying, "Mommy, that's my balloon!" Ronnie didn't like that the little girl was sad, so he gave his balloon to her. But now he had no way to get the gift to Jesus. Ronnie prayed, "Jesus, I'm sorry that I couldn't get your present to you. I tried my hardest. Thank you, though, anyway." Well, that night, Ronnie had the strangest dream. He dreamt he was in heaven, and Jesus said to him, "Thanks for your present, Ronnie." "What present?" "Thanks for the balloon when I was sad. Thanks for jumping on the trampoline with me when I was lonely. And thanks for the best hot dog I ever had because I was hungry." "What do you mean?" Ronnie said. Of course, here's Jesus, and here's little Ronnie. Jesus answered, "Don't you remember what I wrote in the Bible? Whatever you do for these brothers and sisters of mine, you do for me." Billy is the man you saw near the post office. He lost everything in a fire except his faith. He had just prayed for some food, and I used you to answer his prayer. Your neighbor Jesse, he loves me, but he's lonely. I use you to be his friend. And the little girl who lost her balloon, her name is Rachel. Her dad works hard but doesn't have a lot of money. So I loved it that you gave her your balloon. They're all my children. And when you give a gift to my children in need, it's the same as giving a gift to me. So thanks, Ronnie. Well, just then, Ronnie woke up from his dream. It was the happiest dream he had ever had, and he wore a huge smile across his face. Now he knew exactly what he was going to do. As Ronnie knelt by his bed that night, he looked up to heaven and whispered, "Jesus, I hope you enjoy this baseball game." From Matthew 25, verse 40. And the king will answer, "Truly I say to you, as you did to one of the least of these, you've done it for me." I love this story that I shared with you today. This story tells us that, we don't always necessarily know when someone is in need and what they need. But whenever you provide a smile or a handshake, or maybe push someone else's wheelchair, or help someone to find something they can't find, maybe you're doing the work of Jesus. Well, thank you for joining with me. I hope you enjoyed my story. It was called Ronnie Wilson's Gift. Blessings to all you folks at Azura. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.